Welcome to another episode of the Tin Horse Monty YouTube channel. Actually, the Tin and Finn YouTube channel. What's up? It's warming up, and Finn is able to come out here on the lake with me more often. And it is a beautiful day. It's supposed to get up to mid-60s. The water temps are warming up. Full sunshine. Got a little bit of breeze. Got really stained water. You know, this water is anywhere from 6 inches to 1.5 feet, depending on what section of the lake. And today we're throwing a swim jig. This is the Cumberland Pro Bama swim jig. Got it on a 7'2" Virtus swim jig rod, and we're slinging this sucker around up shallow, trying to find some bass that have pulled up. Hopefully we will catch some. If not, we're gonna make some adjustments. I got a chatterbait on, I got a crankbait on, maybe do some flipping. Got the spinnerbait on. We got plenty of tools in the arsenal, so it'll just be a matter of rotating through some and seeing if there are some fish up shallow. So what do you think, Finn? We gonna get some fish? Yep, that's her. Good luck. We're gonna catch some fish. Look, let's see if we can catch some fish. Go. Swim jig. All right, look how white that fish is. Bama swim jig. Cumberland Pro. Sweet. There we go. Look how white that fish is. This is the Bama swim jig by Cumberland Pro. Got a little Big Bite Baits chunk on the back of there. Sucker is white. Just came off that lay down right there. Fun, fun, fun. Fishing shallow. Muddy water, cold muddy water. Got a little bit of wind on here, full sunshine, so hopefully these fish are pulled up. But just on that little jig right there, man. Who says you can't catch fish on a swim jig in like 45-degree water? I don't know. It's worth a try. Just always out here trying to mix it up, trying to figure out a different bite. That's fun. Let's do it again. There he is. Fish was out off the bank a little bit. Alright. Little swim jig, man. It's coming through. Coming through, coming through. Go. Ate that sucker, man. About 5 feet deep. Just slow rolling it. We'll talk a little bit more about this setup here shortly, but that's fun, man. That's fun. Cold, muddy water, and seem to be liking this little sucker. This is a good little swim jig. Oh, dang it. That was a giant. That's a donk. fish on the swim jig. Dang, freaking broke my line. What? Go. A little swim jig fish. Broke off a good one, missed a good one. And I went up to, instead of a 1/4 ounce, I went to this 3/8. Just out of the 1/4 ounce. So who knows? Maybe they're just slightly deeper. Benny, are you having fun?
Why you look so mean? Like a stone cold killer. Ben's having fun, don't let it fool you. Water temps. 47.5 on the Garmin, 48.7 on the Lowrance. Man, that's pretty dang warm. It was just like 42 degrees last week. That sun has really heated things up. We're just fishing this kind of stuff. Look how dirty this water is. I mean, it's literally like less than a foot. I can drop this white swim jig down there. Let's see. You can see it. Yeah. It's less than a foot. Pretty dirty, and these fish are sitting up there really shallow.
There he is. Good fish. Come here, little jumper. Look at that. That fish ate that thing properly. Just fishing shallow all day, man. Some of these fish moved up, had a good time doing something different. And that's what this show is about, man. It's just about trying different things, getting bit different ways, going outside of the norm. And we just found 49-degree water temps. So the day is really, the sun has really warmed up this water and made things interesting. It's crazy how, you know, you get back in this dirty water and it just goes from like 43 to 49. Fun times, man. What's the deal with this little chunk? I mean, it's like hardly any action. It's not as extravagant as a swim bait or a menace or even a rage crawl. That's the 3 trailers that I typically throw on a swim jig. But this little thing serves a purpose. This is just a big bite baits chunk. And what we're doing today is we're trying to keep the bait up high in the water column. And it's got a really flat surface, and that helps this thing glide. It keeps it up higher. You can reel it a little bit slower, and you kind of float it over the vegetation and the wood. The swim jig, this is a Cumberland Pro Lures Bama swim jig. Just came out last year, I believe. Really cool little swim jig. It's got a really stout hook. You can throw braid on this or fluorocarbon, whatever you want. Got a nice fiber weed guard. Look how close that weed guard is to the hook point. That is key on a jig. Keeps you from getting hung up. Got this round head that's very unique. There's nothing really like it. Just I don't know, it looks like a little golf ball. But the cool thing about this is designed for the Alabama shake, and that's not exactly what we're doing today, but I am giving it a couple little twitches in here and there. But it has this rattle. This is the only swim jig that I know that has a rattle. So you got a little rattle in there. Hear that? Yeah, a little clicking noise. Every time you kind of pop that rod tip, this thing is going to click. It's red. I mean, some people think that red draws the fish's attention, like blood. I don't know. I'm not sold on the red thing, but people swear by red hooks. And this thing also helps the jig balance. It's kind of like a little kill when it's running like this. It kind of kills it. But really cool swim jig. This is I think it's chartreuse shad. Got some chartreuse in there, some white. Good little swim jig. I'm throwing it on 15-pound test, and the 7'2" Virtus Jewel swim jig rod. Virtus Jewel swim jig rod. It's a medium, heavy, fast, very, very nice rod. I don't fish it much because it's so nice. But today we broke it out and we're throwing it around. Super sensitive, and we're, well, like I said, we're floating that jig around this cover that's really shallow. These fish are like 0 to 5 feet, something like that. And I've been sticking with this, and I'm getting just enough bites covering water, just enough bites to keep this in my hand. And it's fun, you know, it's something different. You know, there's a lot of ways to catch fish in the wintertime, notably a jerkbait, an A-rig, maybe a crank. I don't know, there's a bunch of different stuff, but it's fun to break this out because this is something I haven't thrown since like the fall. It's been literally 4 or 5 months, and when that water hits 45 degrees and it's on an upward trend, 44 to 45 degrees and it's on an upward trend, you can start throwing these moving baits like this, like a swim jig is something. You can cover a lot of water. You just got to slow it down. I was throwing a 1/4 ounce earlier. I broke it off on a big fish, and this is a 3/8 ounce, but the 3/8 ounce seems to be working just fine. Kind of holding my rod tip up a little bit, and I'm kind of just floating it and shaking it around the cover to get my bites. There he is. That's the hell I needed. It's a good fish. Yeah, here, Buster. I knew there's a fish along here. There we go. Whoa. Spot lock kicked in. Spun that boat around, man. Look at that. They're eating it good. When they want it, they want it. That is fun. Right in the eyeball. So I'm really throwing this thing up shallow, just trying to work it out to about 4 feet. There's some grass up there, any kind of hard cover. Caught some off of wood, and then some just kind of in the grass. But there you go, little guy. What up, Debo? There he is. There you go, that's one on. Fish. There you go, that's a nice fish. Fish was in like 2 inches of water. There you go. Alright. Fish are up there shallow, man. You just gotta cover a lot of water to find them. It's fun. Beautiful fish. Healthy little sucker. Alright. Adios, muchachos. On the swim jig, had to make a little move and just covering some water. You know, we're still fishing kind of back in these pockets, and we're getting bigger, man. Getting bigger. That fish actually absolutely smoked that thing. It was awesome. A little lay down up there shallow. That fish was still in like 3 foot of water. Water clarity is about a foot, so I'm keep thinking I need to be out a little deeper, but it's just because I'm so used to seeing that super dirty water. So we're gonna keep on moving. Little thing's getting some bites today in that cold water. There he is. Fish is right on the bank. Got a fish. It's a good fish. Get the black lips. Come off it. There you go. Ah, man. Thought the fish was gonna come off. Still throwing that swim jig, man. That is so much fun catching fish different way. Give me a thumbs up if you appreciate the content, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This bait is on Baitworks. If you use the code THM10, get you 10% off your first order. Good quality fish. These fish are really slid up. Water temp's like 49 degrees back in this creek, and the wind's blowing in here, and you know, it's like a foot of visibility. Actually, it's like 6 inches of visibility, but fish are like 0 to 5 feet and just covering water. You know, it's like springtime fishing almost. Even though it's winter, it's like springtime fishing. Look at those black lips, man. That's pretty cool. Give you a kiss. So, 10 and Finn. It's the 10 and Finn show. Thanks for coming along. Till next time, don't forget to subscribe.